If Iran and the United States clash, who actually benefits? Most people assume both sides lose heavily, but the global system doesn't always work that way. Sometimes one side becomes even stronger through the structure of crisis itself. When people hear about war, they often think the United States would also suffer major damage. It sounds logical, but the real structure of global economics creates a different outcome. As conflicts grow larger, a structural effect appears. Instead of weakening, certain countries become more powerful because the system channels money, demand, and influence toward them. Tensions rise in the Middle East, and the possibility of conflict between Iran and the US increases. The moment this risk appears, global markets begin reacting instantly. The first thing that reacts is oil. Prices surge quickly because markets anticipate disruption, and that single movement begins affecting the entire global economy. The United States is no longer dependent on Middle Eastern oil like before. After the shale revolution, it became a major energy producer. When oil prices rise, importing countries suffer higher costs. But for the United States, higher prices mean increased revenue from its own energy production. As tensions rise, countries begin to worry about their own security. That fear leads to increased military spending and a surge in demand for weapons. The United States dominates the global defense market. Fighter jets, missiles, and defense systems are largely produced by US companies, so rising tension brings more orders. The most important factor is the dollar. When uncertainty rises, investors move money into safer assets, and the US dollar becomes the primary destination. Even if stock markets fall and global systems shake, money moves towards stability. That movement strengthens the dollar and pulls global capital into the United States. As war continues, global supply chains become unstable. Companies begin looking for safer and more reliable locations to operate and invest. As a result, more companies and capital move into the United States. Stability, infrastructure, and security attract long-term investment during uncertain times. When you connect everything, the structure becomes clear. Rising oil benefits US energy, defense demand boosts its industry, and capital flows strengthen its economy. So the real question is not just who suffers in war, but who understands and uses this structure. If you miss that, you may misunderstand every crisis that follows.